Hey, it's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, with an exclusive session for today. We had our Monday deal set up, and you guys still go back and check that out. But I had to come in on this with the latest developments from my beloved Prairie View A&M University. It's no news at this moment, but the Panthers have moved on from Coach Bubba McDowell. It took 3 seasons. Panthers end up going 17 and 17 overall under the leadership of Coach McDowell. 6 and 5 the first 2 seasons, and 5 and 7 on this 2024 campaign. And because of the, I guess, struggle for this year, it was decided that the ship must start heading in another direction. And some to the liking, some to the surprise, did not realize that it was going to, come to this point. But nonetheless, you have what you have. So when you look at the overall body of work, as we mentioned, Coach McDowell goes 500. You didn't have the year that you projected or that was anticipated. Some close games that were left on the table, if you would. And I guess not enough. So what I'm looking and what I'm gathering, what I'm assuming, I know that assuming is a very risque word, that there has been a new standard established. And if that's the case, then I'm okay with that. I just want to see what is the future of the standard remaining the standard. And by that, I'm simply saying that if you have a 500 career winning percentage, you no loss. I mean, you hadn't lost more, hadn't won more. You're 500. If that is the measuring stick, if that's the measuring stick, what does that say for the remaining coaches of athletics at Prairie View A&M University? And I'm excited to a degree, anticipating even more to a degree of what would be the next moves. Now, in favor of athletic director Golf, he had this is his second cycle, and you discover what you have in your expectations amongst what you've inherited as the new AD. And if it's not your satisfaction, then you have all autonomy, at least a good amount of autonomy, according to Madam President, that you can do what needs to be done. Now, here is a big concern for me. It was stated that we're going to take a national search. In most cases, when a coach is removed and there's time to move on to the next page or chapter in Prairie View football history, you should have a very, very exclusive, short list of people who are going to be invited to the dance, if you would, to the opportunity of being able to say, "Hey, let me throw my name in the hat." So I'm very, very, very concerned to see, not concerned, excited to see what this next batch of candidates would look like. And in all fairness, you should already know who you desire to be in this position. Now, if that person agrees to come, then that's okay. Then you should have a very short list of who your replacements are, which means that you've already been contacting and targeting who you want to be the next head coach for the football program at Prairie View A&M University. And like I said, I'm okay with that if this is not going to be a long, drawn out process, because now you got to deal with recruiting, you got to deal with flipping players to make sure that your main players that you have, stock in, or that the next coach might even think is worth keeping. So it's a lot to be determined. But like I said, more importantly, those who remain, is this a hidden message? You know, you don't have to look any further. We don't have to, as I say, beat around the bush. We know what we know. We have some programs that have been struggling of late. So, do you set this expectation with the sport? Yeah, it draws the most attention, but for the most part, it has been self sufficient to a degree, with the exception of this 2024 campaign. Yes, we know that there were some changes and adjustments that definitely need to be made. And in most cases, you would address that, maybe even within a year extension, a couple of tweaks in your staff, and then it's like, let the games begin. But from outside looking in, this was something that was pretty much predetermined, and they go ahead and go with that. Now, when you go back and look at the history of coaching, and we'll just keep it on the campus of Prairie View, it has been an adjustment and a adjusting roller coaster. You've had uh, uh, quite a few coaches that have come through. Well, it kind of got a little bit more stable when you got to the Frazier. Then you had Northern, and from Northern you had Simmons. From Simmons, you've had, of course, Coach Dooley, and now Bubba McDowell. And as a matter of fact, Ashton Green, offensive line coach, has been named the interim coach until and replacement has been established. And most cases, um, whoever the next person would be in charge would more than likely, if they desire to stay, keep the interim because of continuity, perhaps. We don't know what that may be. For all we know, Green may be a candidate to put his name in the hat to move on. But it's very interesting. A lot of names have been popping up of potential replacements, and of course, there's always been a cry whenever there's a crack in this position. Hey, let's reach out to Frazier. I don't think Frazier would be interested in returning, to be quite honest. But you never can tell. There have been, let's get the guy from Tuskegee. Let's get Fobbs. Let's get Odom. Let's get a lot of names are popping up. And to me, it doesn't matter one way or the other. I'm just curious to see, or it could be someone totally off the chart, someone from the connect the dots of Coach uh, uh, Golf. And that's how this game goes. That's how it works. I don't know. None of us know how long this is going to take. Don't know that either. But what I do know is it's time for Prairie View to get a new football coach. And that is very, very intriguing. Very intriguing. Once again, the message from me is this a shot fired in the direction of the coaches that remain? Now, we're going to try, I'm not going to push the envelope too hard to see if we can keep our regular schedule with Coach McDowell. We've normally been talking to him at the end of the week that was and discussed. And we had him on last week and said that we would discuss this past week events. Um, of course, at that time, he said, sure, but we'll see. And if not, it's understandable there as well. Person's livelihood has just been altered overnight, literally. And so you have to respect some of that and hit reverse for a moment if we need to let that kind of soak in. Meanwhile, there are more than likely going to be some other coaching changes throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference. In particular, now I'm thinking of the state of Louisiana. Not real sure of all that I've been hearing is true per se, but there are some rough waters in Ruston, Louisiana, and we'll see what the end is going to be on all of that. But meanwhile, I'm getting ready to start getting up out of here in just a moment. But I had to do this just for reflection. We already had a show scheduled for today. As a matter of fact, it was kind of highlighting the world of sports information directors, and spoke with sports information director from Texas Southern University, Mr. Ryan McGinty. You guys want to check that out. It's a pretty good little interview. This right here is something new from the open mic. This is going to be some of those rare occasions we go exclusive like this, and this is YouTube only content right here. We normally on our daily shows we have a plethora of platforms, but we just kind of using this feature to see what's what and kind of liking it. Appreciate you guys so much through all of your support for the years that we've been doing this. I can't believe I've been doing it as long as I've been doing it. I'm still an audio guy. I can't help that. And I'm going to stay, as they say, stay in that lane that got me here. And I appreciate all of you guys, your comments, feedback, suggestions, um, everything. Truly, truly appreciate it. Please continue to share and spread the love. Encourage people to join this YouTube channel and not only subscribe, but hit that bell notification so every time we're doing anything, whether it's something exclusive like this or we're uploading our regular content, come in and check it out. Let us know what you think. I am going to exit stage left. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Always appreciating you guys and thanking you, as I say, from the depths of our heart. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter X. That's what it is. Twitter X at the Mike Prince Show. And sign up to our YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I'm going to exit stage left, so you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.